It's the Wickersham Leader Show with today's episode. Oh, why is the text off center? There it is. Fixed it. It's the Wickersham Leader Show with today's episode. This is Jaxed Up. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the show. It's good to see you all here today for another rousing round of artistic expression by yours truly. Last time we did Kuromi, and while you guys didn't vote for this one, I decided that I was taking the initiative, and I am picking Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus, a new tune in town. Well, more like newly popular tune in town. He's recently made a name for himself all over the internet. You can't stop hearing about that guy. So let's pay homage to some of the new guys. Some of the people who are still the greenhorns, getting their acting's feet in, right? The tunes who have yet to really, well, I mean, he's made a big name for himself. I can't really say he hasn't. It's kind of, it would be insane for me to say that he hasn't found success. Regardless, though, yours truly is going to pay homage to him. And, you can hang out and chill and relax as I perform feats of beauty and wonder for you. Sound good? Good. I hope so. The blank canvas, Hold on, I had more to say. The blank canvas, the purest form of artistic expression. Something, something, something or other. Well, the nice thing is that Jax has a very simple setup for a character design, which is nice. Now, there's two kinds of renditions that we've seen so far. Jax has a 2D design that is rarely seen, and a 3D design that you see in the actual show. And just like last time, it might be beneficial for us to just go ahead and start with by making a circle tool drawing for him. Because his head's an oval. Like, I'm dead serious. His head pretty much looks like this. Maybe a little rounder. Not quite so wide. Yeah, that's it. That's what he looks like. And then from there, we can kind of figure out how we want to pose him. Now, of course, Jax's most notable feature are his weird and wacky teeth and eyes. Ah, there we go. That's a much better image I can use for reference. How his eyes work, I'm not exactly certain, but it looks like that they kind of just do whatever. Like, by default, his eyes are something like this. He's got these big pupils. And from there, he's got like this smile that just kind of sits there all the time, but he does go for harder expressions. And of course, you can always see that there is a separation, an area of separation between the ridge of his mouth and what's underneath. And his teeth go straight up and straight down. There is no variance here. Now, as for his ears, they sit about here. So And they go almost straight up, but not quite straight up. And he has eyebrows sometimes, but not really most of the time. Regardless, I just realized that this isn't the eyes I wanted to draw. I was doing that as an example. But this mouth is pretty good. When he opens his mouth, when he's being choked, you can see that there are sharp teeth instead. So in truth, his eyes are more, yeah, when he gets smiley, looking at the way it rests on it. So we're kind of like this. Yeah. That's pretty much it for him. Like that. Now, I could add more to the mouth. Like, for example, we can probably still see the other side as it wraps all the way around his mouth. Same with the eyes. We'd see the ridge of the eyes here. See something up there is kind of a ridge too. And then his neck is about that wide. And then his shoulders. Huh. You know, I realized I kind of have the opposite thing I normally do, and I made him a little too big. Let's shrink him down a smidgen. Now, Jax is tall and thin, so he's really not going to be taking up too much space here. Hello, Mewbirdie. Mewbert. I like Mewbert. Welcome to the stream, Mewbert. I'm Wickersham Leader. Nice to meet you. What brings you round to this part of Toontown? Head doesn't really change size or position or anything. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got it. We'll do this. With a nice... So his shoulders kind of just... they jut out. Okay, his body at the top, it's about as wide as his head. So we're looking at something about yay wide. And that's including his shoulders. So let's say his body is like here, and his arms are like here, right? Just for reference. So if we were to look at it a little bit more like this. There's of course his straps for his overalls as well. Overalls all day, every day. Can't imagine that being too comfortable. I mean, the denim, like, after a while, you just start to lose it. Assuming it is made of denim. It couldn't be made of something else. Like, if he's a plush or something. See, but now that I'm looking at him, his face is wider. Make art. Mewbirdie Star meets Poman. Please. Sorry, I'm not taking requests right now. Them's the breaks sometimes. So, the shoulder falls a little more like, yeah, that's it. That's better. And then it would be, you know what, make this a little thinner, because his neck is also taller than that. So let's bring this down. I think that's a good size. That's not bad. We could also make his head. Also realizing. Maybe not actually. Trying to make it look like he's looking at you is the hard part. I think what we need to do is make it so that his eyes are a little more closed. Yeah! Now he's looking at you. Ah, there we go. Now he's looking at you. Oh, I just realized I'm basically recreating the face. His hands are pretty large, so if I were to, like, do this... Nah. It might have something to do with just the fact that I have a really thick line there. Ooh, I like that. Makes him look sassy. Now the eyebrows, however, they taper into, they start large and then taper off downwards. I think we can work with that. Yeah, I think we can work with that. Alright, let's get to work. Now, for the colors, I'm not going to be using the colors from the actual show. I'm going to be using the colors from the official 2D art. So let's see if I can get this right. Not bad. Could be a little bit larger. You never know. almost a little too long. Oh, that's perfect. Yes, that's perfect. Now, in the 2D artwork, Jax takes up way more space. Jax's face takes up way more space than it does in the show. The proportions are different. But I think I know what I want to do. Let's take a look at our mouth here. Let's see if we can play around with this. First of all, let's try making it wider. Making it taller. Move it down as well. Okay, I like that. I like that look. Let's do the same with his eyes. That's not bad. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's what we want. Okay, excellent. Let's, let's get the body. This should be relatively simple. All we need to do is follow our lines that we drew previously. I think that's it. Hello, Congus. What's with the face? You alright? Okay, that's better. Now I can see more. Ooh, almost. Oh, almost. Try to find an emoji as close to the character's facial expression on screen. Well, that works. Let's see now. Yes. I think that's like as good as we're gonna get. Sketches always end up looking so much better than the finished product, don't they? Ah, there we go. Let's erase this part and get it over with. Get it over with, excuse me. Let's erase this part and clean it up. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-ba. Come on. There we go. Let's follow that same... Come on. Okay. Oh, of course, there's an important distinction to make here on the sketch, which I need to go back and make sure I get, and that's the body. Yeah, there it is. The body's here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You okay, Gamer Snake? Ooh, not doing that. We need to do this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now we've got those done. And... what's the deal with the ears? I think... Okay, yeah. I'm not going to put the ears on a separate layer. They're going to be connected to the head. I think that's a good call. Is this Grimoire Shack? What? What are you... What? Now I'm confused. Congus, can you translate? Okay, great. Now we've got the face, well, the head, rather. Oh, his head is wide. Got no clue. Oh, good. None of us know. Oh, I know what to do. Draw them like normal. Then fill them in. Also like normal. I can't really see all too well. Something about the way the two colors are working together makes it difficult to separate them. Call the Scooby-Doo gang because we got a mystery in our hands. Okay, okay, no. We got a pastry on our hands. Okay, that works. Yeah, that works. Now, I want these to be connected because they're actually connected in a way where you don't really see the edges of one in the beginning of the next one. And let's get the overalls. Man, this is actually so high you don't even see the buttons. So this should be easy. Hey, Gamer Snake, look, if you gotta behave yourself and stop spamming the chat, otherwise I'm gonna have to mute you, alright? Let's see. Ooh, that's so close to being perfect. All right. You're in timeout. Well, that was easy. Hate doing that. I hate that I have to do that. But some people just don't behave, I guess. Alright, yeah, I can live with this. Let's try to see if we can get it the other way around. Well, yep, that's pretty much it. Only thing I can think of is making this one thinner. Oh, right. This needs to... Yeah, we gotta get this in and clean that up. Just a little... Yeah. Maybe? Maybe a little more? Can I... There we go. Nah, we'll just leave it like that. Good enough for me. I need to make sure that this is right. There we go. just to give off the littlest inclination of depth. It can add a lot, you know. Now we've got... Wow. Now the only thing we have left is the face, but I can imagine that this face is going to be a bit of an issue. First thing we're going to do is we're going to just... Oh, right. Just get our mouth shape. Down and around. Best to just face it head on. You make a good point. You don't lie through your teeth. The eyes have it. Haha. Huh. Boom 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 boom. So my favorite character from the show is Pomni. So where's this character from? Oh my gosh, I haven't heard. This is Jax from The Amazing Digital Circus. It's a YouTube series that just released its pilot episode last month, and it's tracking to reach 100 million views before its first month is over. Actually, maybe not. It might not get there. Wait a minute. Do we have a winner here? Not quite. Doesn't have that longness I'm looking for. Anyway, Jax himself is since you were asking, it's pretty cash money. I've not actually seen any content of Digital Circus on this stuff being posted in the Discord. Ah, yes. You should watch it. I highly recommend it. I would have put it on as one of our watch party videos on Saturdays if it wasn't for the fact that everyone has seen it now. It's the first time I've ever really been involved in a fandom as it was forming. It's a harrowing experience. Do you like The Amazing Digital Circus? Of course, I love The Amazing Digital Circus. It's my new hyperfixation. Absolutely. You can't... I watched that show, and it felt special. It felt really different. feel you gotta get a bunch of viewers. Well, that's not really up to me if I get a bunch of viewers. What your character's favorite? Pomni. I love Pomni. I don't want anything bad to happen to Pomni. She's got my favorite character design out of all of them. She's got my favorite, like, the story is ostensibly about her, so, you know, it makes sense. There we go. There you go. Now we can fill all this in. Cain and Jax. When I first watched it, I wasn't really paying too close attention, and I started to gravitate towards Jax and Ragatha. But after watching it again, I really like Pomni. I think Pomni speaks to a lot of sensibilities of this feeling of being trapped and this realization, you know, the realization that, like, this is life. The feeling that no matter what you do, you can't change it. Gamer Snake, I already warned you. Come for your husband. A new husband? When the pilot premiered, you were at Walmart. What a... Is that... It's kind of funny. It's like, oh man, I remember. It's at Walmart. So now all we do is this. Just follow the curve. Just follow the curve. Bro doesn't know what Pomni is. What is this Pomni? Pomni's the main character. She's the jester. That works. Yeah, I can live with that. I think Gamer Snake's a bot. I think Gamer Snake's just a kid. Some kid wrote 5 guys at Freddy's with a picture of Freddy Fazbear on the pinboard, and I died inside a little 7 year. I mean, that would be pretty funny. 5 guys at Freddy's. Oh gosh, I'm realizing how off this is now. Hold on. Let me switch to a smaller brush size to get this right. It's the whole thing again of making sure that you have these very basic shapes down properly. Oh, that's it. That's the one. Because if you don't have them right, then you're going to just have a bad time. Also, he wrote a bunch of... Oh, the... That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Never really was into FNAF either. Not super into horror. Although people did recommend I watch it. Or at least they said I should take a look. Not necessarily that it's, like, amazing. Whoops. But what I can't recommend enough is the Amazing Digital Circus, you guys. Seriously. It barely qualifies as that, TBH. I know the games were just essentially jump scares, and that's kind of it. Also, the setup is ridiculous. Games, I'd say, are horror, but the movie is like light horror. Alright. I mean, I know the movie basically has horror themes, but really isn't all that scary, right? I know it's a meme by now, but it really is just asinine that an entire building will run out of power just because you have a door closed. So focused on the lore at this point, but even then they retcon so much of it that I don't even know what the franchise is trying to accomplish except for being a cash cow. You know, I don't know if anybody's really talked about this too much, but I think that FNAF really kind of hit the right mixture of creepy and accurate with its animatronics in the first game. If that makes any sense. Like, if you've ever seen a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic from the 80s, they can be a little unsettling sometimes. Mostly because of how old they are, but because, you know, like the eyes are sunken in and they can feel really sullen and a bit weird. And I think that the first FNAF game really had a good, believable way, right? When I look at the animatronics from the first game, right? I think that I could believe that a place would actually have animatronics that look like this, right? I could believe that they exist. Most of the time, they have like a million extra pieces of teeth, or are like super melty, or something. And I'm looking at that, and I'm like, what pizza place would actually use this to attract kids, right? I wish the Pizzaplex was real. I'd party there every other week. Well, there is a multi-story level Chuck E. Cheese out there, if you really want to look for that. It's like the biggest Chuck E. Cheese in America. Let me look up those designs, though, that you mentioned. Baddington FNAF. I don't know. Like, they definitely are shaped a little more like Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, and they have the arms and legs covered up, but the mouth and the teeth are definitely... the mouth and teeth, meh. I don't think that's... Yeah, I don't think it works. Like, there's no way that Chica would have teeth if she was a real animatronic. There is no way. Like, what, like, that would be terrifying for kids. Like, what manufacturer would build that, you know what I mean? I guess the teeth are a bit much, but I like the exterior and the head designs themselves. That I agree with. I think the general setup is fine. and the fact that they don't leave joints exposed, but it's mostly just the way that they present, like, the teeth and everything. And I'm like, that's... It doesn't help that Scott was literally making up the story as he made the games. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but he stated before they intentionally change things on purpose. People get close to figuring the lore out, and sometimes he would just retcon things that had no significance. But then they suddenly do. Can we consider the movie to be canon? No. Okay. The movie seems to be its own continuity. I see. Sorry, Matt Pat. It's okay, he got a restaurant gig. He, like, works at an IHOP. He was interrupting those people sharing their FNAF fan theories. Wonder why Twitch is deleting every link now. Is it? Wait, what happens if I do this? That seems to still work. It says it's deleted on my end. Let me check it on Twitch itself. It's not deleted for me. Let me try again. Yep. Still works. Oh well. Skill issue. Krill issue. Guess something is up with mobile. Well, it does sound like Twitch Mobile has been kicking you in the balls for a while now, hasn't it? Not that it matters, my RQs are still going through. That's true. Twitch Mobile is booty cheeks. Booty cheeks. Alright, let's take a look. I think that's good. I think we're good. Oh dear, I think I actually do have a cold. I might have to leave work early today. Ooh! Sneeze in the burgers for a fun surprise later.
Fly like a butterfly. Fly like a butterfly. Fly.
last thing you want in your Burger King burger is cat sneeze, but as it turns out, that might be what you get. This picture was posted. This picture was posted to 4chan. There we go. I remember this song because of Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. And I only remembered really paying attention to the beginning, so I don't, you know, I keep like forgetting that there's a rest of the song. Why did you report Pesky, Gamersnake? Gamersnake, you're misbehaving yourself again. Like, I can't. Look, a single report isn't gonna do anything.
Monster.
Alright. Now, Gamersnake, you're going in timeout. Again, because you still aren't behaving yourself. Why can't I ban people from YouTube chat or mute them or something? Why are the YouTube options so woefully limited?
And you're ready to flow.
I can fix this too. Because that would be too easy, and YouTube likes to make things needlessly difficult. You're telling me. I know what you were doing, and one report from a random guy isn't gonna do anything. Okay, great. Let's get the eyes. Well, of course. I mean, you didn't do anything. Customer just recognized my Pomni drawing. Now what? Kiss? What? Okay, so now I got a question for you guys. Jax's teeth don't function like how you expect teeth to function. Because the teeth don't actually indent. It's a bunch of lines. So my question is, do you want me to render the teeth the way I normally render teeth? Or do you want me to just draw straight lines? I can do both, but I'm curious what you guys think would look better. Have you been there for Glitchfest? Yes, I tried to ask a question during the Q&A, but the Q&A with Gooseworks was a bit annoying, partially because she kept getting talked over. They just wouldn't let her speak, and a lot of the questions were these very safe, fan-basey questions, if that makes any sense. How they look now is alright. I haven't drawn the teeth yet, meh. Like, for example, I was gonna ask a question. How do you get into a position where you can make a show like this? What, like, was there a vetting process to go through? Did you, did you, like, have to reach out to them? I think you should add your style to it. Okay, that's what I'll do. But the questions were things like, if Gangle wears clothing that's way too heavy for her, if Gangle wears heavy clothing like a jacket or something, would she fall over, right? And that's like, I get it. I get the desire to want to do that, to answer those questions, because they're very safe. They can be funny, right? They're easy. But not exactly what I'm here for. Okay, so Jax has 5 visible teeth spokes when his mouth is big like that. What are you here for? I'm here for learning about the production of the show, what it means to be a creator, and how I can eventually become one. Because I don't exactly have the means to make my own show as much as I would love to. Hello again, Dere Dere. Good to see you. What brings you back to this part of Toontown? I am curious what you would make. I have a few different ideas. Unfortunately, one of them is a cartoon set in hell, so I don't think I'm going to really use that one. Jax now has shiny teeth. Not quite shiny. Looking for some relaxing time and a focus stream. Good. Well, you've come to a place. I don't know if this is the right place, but it's a place. What are the odds? Well, I created the idea for that show. Oh, goodness. How long ago was it now? I was in high school, so it would have had to be 2015. Yeah. 8 years ago. Oh, gosh. 8 years ago. Think we could sue Vivzy for thoughts? Let's go. Ah, there we go. There it is. Look at them chompers. So, mighty curious, what era of Toon are you? Well, I'm only 25, but my family has been rubber hose as far back as I can remember. Although I suppose I'm a little bit less rubber hose and a little bit more... Well, I don't know if there's a term for it. You know, the kind of tunes you would see on TV and... On the theaters back in, like, I don't know, 1937, thereabouts. When the pie eyes started to go away. Okay. Was that from the eye? It is. Okay, cool. So I can just... There we go. Ooh, wow. Hold on. I'm looking at the head. What happened to it? I need to redesign. I need to redraw the head. Look how blurry it is. Did I blur it? Right. Let's see. Maybe I can make something happen. Too big. I think, oh, that's much easier to see. We'll use this for the moment. No, not the right shape. Yeah. Oh, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's a little big. Just a little big. Maybe I can... Oh my gosh, yeah, that's like almost exact, but it's not right. It needs to be right. The Amazing Digital Weezer. I did see that one. Nobody played that song. Too wide, huh? Yeah. By not an insignificant margin either. Nope, not quite. No, someday the Amazing Digital Circus is going to pass Has-Been Hotel. I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. Huh, I kind of like this one. Oh, it already has?
Well, then never mind.
It has 90 million views. Has Been Hotel Pilot. The Has Been Hotel Pilot has 91 million. Oh, it has 98 million now. Yeah, it's gonna win. It's gonna reach that 100 million marker that they've been striving for. I'm inclined to agree. I think it will also be better. Too small. This is one of the most one of the most frustrating things I've ever done. That's as close as I'm going to get, I think. Yeah, I think that's as close as we're gonna get. Okay, great. Now, let me merge these two together. And let me mess around with these. I think that's good. Yeah, I just needed to adjust that one all the way on the left. Laughing at the pilot thumbnail? Why is that? Okay. Let me think. Put this back on. So now we've got pretty much everything set up. All the major details are there. You don't know why you find it funny? Okay, so there should be there's a line there and a line there that we're getting. Me when someone jingles keys at me. Your eyes go all wide and you're like... Oh, I should point out to you guys, I've already said this on the Discord server, but next weekend I will not be here. Because I have an impromptu vacation to Disney World, which I was not expecting. It was just kind of plopped in my lap. I've been a few times in my life. Sounds like you are going to Disney. Yeah, I'm going. Used to go every Christmas when my family had the money. Oh, that sounds really sweet. Would you believe me if I told you guys that I get nervous on jet planes? Yeah, that's why you crashed. No, like I don't fly jets. I fly smaller planes with propellers, and the plane usually is able to talk back. So they usually yell at me as we're crashing. Alright, so now that we have Jax already, let's find a background that I can use to reference. You're the third Wright brother? My last name isn't Wright. Let's see. Is there anywhere that I could look for? Maybe I'll just take a look at the video and see if there's any backgrounds that I want to use. Because there's a lot of colors going on. Going through tube and you found some public domain garbage. Well, not everything's gonna be amazing. Okay, hold on. Where am I gonna find something good to use here? Oh, Celeste. I love Celeste's music. Anything. Anything at all that would work here? Like, geez, Louise. Thank you, I made it myself. Oh, okay. Okay, I know what I want to do for the background. So this is a little different, and I'm going to see if I can try this more often. I'm going to go ahead and make the background first, before I do the shading. Because a problem that I've noticed I keep running into is that my backgrounds kind of ruin it. Because I'm not taking into account the lighting of the environment when I shade them. So doing it over, giving it another shot, is the best idea. But, you know, I've already done it, so I don't want to do it again. There we go. None of Columbia's cartoons aren't in the public domain. Well, if none of them aren't in the public domain, then that makes sense. I think this could be thicker. I'm a little upset that they got rid of Toontown in Disney World, thinking about my trip now. They removed it in 2011. I miss it. But who needs that place when I live in the real thing? Okay, great. So we need the yellow, and then on top of that goes the red. And the red we want to use is like a deep red. Yeah, that's it. So we're looking at like something like this. Yeah. And then another one off to the side over here. They also cut some scenes, and they have their own title cards. Mm-hmm. So is that the problem with the ones on Tubi, that they have their own title cards that aren't the same as the originals? Okay, and then under that is a pink floor. Actually, looking at it, this yellow isn't quite so vibrant. Let's try this yellow instead. That's a bit more like it. Mm-hmm. That's a bit more like the yellow they used. Now, on the wall, too, I might want to put something there. Gamer Snake, seriously, how many times do I have to tell you to knock it off with the spam? Ugh. Okay, what am I looking at? Right, yes, the show. Environments here. What sort of thing should I consider putting on the walls? Oh, I want to put something on the walls. Okay, there are these big wavy yellow things. I'll put one of those up there. Well, that's just what streaming is like. Sometimes you get people who are super obsessed with retro cartoons. Sometimes you get people who just post random emojis. Okay, I've got it. Here, yeah. Off to the side. I could just leave it as is. We'll leave this here just in case. Now let's shade the background. With the shading they use here. Yeah, we're kind of looking at a basic darker color, but for the curve I'm looking for here, the way we want the shading to hit. Yes. Okay, I think I've got it. So put it there. Maybe want that bit of a brownish color. Just to experiment here, right? Now, as you can see, black is the wrong color for this, so we're gonna have to get a little creative. And this is a tip, and even I don't listen to this all the time, but don't use black to shade. In general, that's just a good call. Gonna have to get our hands a little dirty here. We are. We're gonna have to do this the hard way. Don't use black to shade unless you can get away with it, I guess. You know, it's like every rule that exists in art is not a hard set rule, so don't concern yourself too much with it. But also, you know, they exist for a reason, so don't ignore them completely. Okay, so we've got the two colors here. A little under there. Okay, that's not bad. Now let's take a look at our yellow thing up top. And the main thing we want here is it's gonna, yeah, it should look like there we go. Now from here, take this color again. Need to shade the underside. That, there we go. Oh, I can move this. There we go. Yeah. That's where it should be. Yeah. And then on top of all that, let's clear this up. I don't want this to be too dark. Oh, I can't wait for the next Splatoon DLC to come out. And from there, we can put in our light colors. They didn't really do that, did they? Yeah, they had another shading underneath. Okay, so that's what's down there. Maybe I could make this darker. that's better. That helps actually get us to see what it is. Yes. Okay, I think that's fine. Yes. On the sides a little. Just a little. Under here. Oh. Okay, that doesn't look so bad. Now, onto the red part. We can make this darker. Okay, that's not bad. I like that. So, now for this thing in the middle here. There it is. Gotta shade that. And the main thing that I want to get about this is that it's ridged. Like, there's a ridge in the center. So I want to go through the middle, mostly. Get that. Keep it clear as best as I can. A little bit more below than above. Bit of here, just to, yeah. Alright, let's try some more. Nope, not like that. That's too dark. A little more. No hit or I sag tight to CS Power 28. What are you talking about? Having a stroke. Don't. I mean, look. I just don't. I don't understand what it is you're looking for here. That's the other thing. I have no idea who that is. I don't know if any of us even know. Co-Slayer 28. Who's Co-Slayer 28? Pesky, why are you doing this? I can handle it. To be fair, if he is a troll giving him anger and attention, he's going to be what he wants. Yeah, but I can't tell. Okay, great. Now we can start shading. This is how it feels when I read my meme spawn. Any meme spawn by Skibidi Toilet. Meh. You're old. That's all it means. Is Grimeser Chase are no, are they talking about the Grimace Shake? The Grimace Shake was months ago. Well, you at least know what Riz is, don't you, meh? How is one skibbidied? It's either flirting or getting roasted. It's... No, it's... Skibbity doorknob. There's a doorknob? Do they hide indoors? I wasn't aware of this development. I mean, one time I was in VR chat and I found this Skibidi Toilet world. It was pretty funny. I'd hear, like, in the background, you'd hear, like, gunfire and everything, and then every once in a while you'd hear a flushing toilet. Riz is just another way of saying that you've got the moves. You know, you're smooth. You're suave. When I hear the word skibidi, all I can think is the intro, right? Intro to review Skibidi Bop Nutta. That's what I thought it was. I thought it had something to do with that. Because it's a funny sound effect. Peanuts movie is Enorpi Dis. Whoa. You get to go home because of your cold. Oh, that's nice. Go home, my child. Be sick. Be cool, be wild, and be groovy. It's like a mix of English and Simlish. It's that part where Marlin's talking to Crush, and he's like, he's trying to communicate with me. I just know it. I'm still constantly wearing a face mask because I'm self-conscious. Wonder how I got it. You used somebody else's face mask? Well, it could be worse. Could be the virus. But it's not the virus. Whoa, what is this song? Klonoa 2. Oh. As far as I don't know, though, I think I'd know if I had that again. Yeah, when I had it, it hurt. Fart can be funny. I've had my fair share of fart jokes that I've laughed at. But I'm much more sophisticated. I need a little bit more in my humor. Not just gonna fall for the same old stuff every single time, you know what I mean? It isn't. It is. Fart can be funny. You just gotta do it right. And doing it right is the hard part. Let's go in there and try to get our bridge in place. little ways up. Up and over. Up and over. Up and over. So you might be wondering, what is it you're doing? It looks like you're just erasing them. Truth be told, I'm not erasing. What I'm doing is I'm drawing the inside of the eyes, which are little ridges. Now all I have to do is shade around it so that you guys can see that it's there. As you look closely, I'm actually banishing to the void. Actually, I'm banishing all of you to the void. Here, let me show you. If I darken his whole face, you can see them. But I'll get spoiled. Yeah, you will. I need to find something else I can use to shade here. Ah! Now I see. Right, so, first things first, though, we can shade in here. And just clean that up a little. I don't want it to be too drastic. Because the heavier the shadow, the farther out the mouth looks like it's jutting. We don't want it to look like it's jutting out incredibly far. It's worth noting that on the underside, he's got just the slightest little hint. Which I will also apply. Just the slightest little... Now let me add in a little bit of color, just to like, you know, brighten things up a little. There we go. Now we've got these two blue things, purple-ish. Ah, look at that. Now it looks like he's got, yeah. So I had a feeling that the pilot was going to be released early 2024. Well, it's possible. Now that we can see the shape of these, we can now correct them. Need to correct this one as well. Okay. Now let's get inside the eyes a little more. Little on top. Just a little off the top, sir. Just a little. There we go. And then. Oh. Wrong eye. Make it a... yeah. Yeah. A little of this, a little of that. Falls on the corn chips. What are you talking about? Okay, now we've got his eyes pretty much ready. There's really not much more you can do here. But I will do this. We'll make it, heck, we'll make it a little green. Look at that. Now, we've got a little bit of a highlight in the eye. Just a little one. Jax almost got abstracted. No, he didn't. I mean, as far as we know, he didn't. He might have in the past, but he didn't. Okay. Now, we need some counter shading, right? You guys are all familiar with what that is. So above all this other stuff, we're gonna go ahead and we have a light blue. Talking about the drawing. What? What are you talking? I didn't abstract him. I want to just, ever so lightly. Okay, that color's not the right color, so let's try a different one. Let's try a red. Let's try a pinkish. Let's try that. I saw a scribble. Oh, I see. A scribble, he says. Likely story. Scribbles in a drawing stream. That's preposterous. That sort of thing doesn't just happen, alright? I could stand to see him a little more standing out. Just a little bit bit more. Oh, wait, excuse me. Let me... Yeah, there we go. Maybe not that. Let's try yellow. And just clean that up so it only affects the sides. Just the very edge here. I think that's a decent idea. But what if we did something else? Hang on. Try this more peach color. That should look more natural. And it does. But maybe we could try another dark color instead. Let's try this darker yellowy orange. Does that help? Nah, there's kind of no reason for it to be that color. Maybe a big purple one. Take the purple we have. Go a little bit that way. A little bit dark. Let's play around with that instead. I kind of like it. Let's push it off to the edges, though. Just the tippy edge. See, color is important. Pesky, what are you doing? Pesky, come on. You're doing the same thing that the other guy was doing. I know you know better. Alright, and then up here we've got just a little bit of nothing. There we go. A little bit of nothing to fill in. Okay, now let's try. You know, but you like to troublesome things. Yes, but I muted that guy for doing it. I don't know why you would then think that that's the prime maneuver to go for. Well, at least you know. It'd be fine. Shouldn't be an issue. Oh, yes, let's get our dark colors in as well. There we go. Get rid of that. Ah. Clean this up. Let's see. Let me try this side as well. Clean this up a little. Trying to find the right position for all these can be difficult. Actually, no, that's fine. Let's erase. Let's clean this up. Make that thin on the side. Oh, Sticky Art Shorts raid. Hello! Glad to see that you're raiding me today. Good to hear from Sticky Art. How are you doing? Let's see. What am I doing here? Oh, rather, let me do the intro. Hello, everybody. Wickersham Leader here from Toontown. Glad you decided to all stop by. Today I am drawing Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus. Also, you're subbed. I remember you, I think, Local Cat. I feel like you've been here before. But do I remember? That's so good. Oh, well, thank you. Hello, Bakugo. Okay. Now we've got to do the straps. Looking good. Oh, thank you, Sticky. It's been a while, huh? How have things been going on your end? Let's see. Yeah, we'll try that first. Just a very basic. A little too dark, I think. Your art is so good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Means a lot to me that you guys would say that. Because I do. I work hard. I try my best. I feel like the best artists never have a lot of subs. Oh, you really think I'm that good? Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, sometimes it just happens that way. Maybe I'll be like Van Gogh, and I won't, and people won't like my art until I'm gone. So if I fake my own death now, I'll be able to get lots of money from it. But, so this is my Toon Portrait series. This week the theme was rabbits. I have my viewers vote for which toons they want to see me draw every single week. And then I draw it. And yesterday they voted for Kuromi, but I wanted to draw Jax so badly that I didn't let them vote for him. I just picked him because he's got a really cool design and he's really fun to draw. I love the Digital Circus. It's like my hyperfixation. It's actually a cool way to make art. Oh, thank you. Yes. It's all on my Discord server, mostly. If you guys want to hang out there and talk to people, feel free to join. There should be a link to it on the YouTube channel. Jax is cool. Yes, I know. He's really fun to draw. He's got like a unique... He's got a certain je ne sais quoi about him, you know? Let's see. Is that good enough? Maybe a little up here. Just a little. Not on the back, but on this one. To follow the light. Just a And then on top of that, we can go a little darker. And we can just bury it a little. Jax reminds you of Roger Rabbit, the clothes. Well, that's true. The overalls... I mean, I wonder exactly what sort of things Jax was inspired by. Because we know about the rest of them, right? We know that Zubul was inspired by 90s toys. Pomni was inspired by Poppy Playtime. Not Playtime, excuse me. Poppy the Performer. Gosh, Poppy Playtime. No, not Poppy Playtime. Let's see. Is there anything else in the background I can do to help this stick out just a little bit more? Like, what if I don't know, say this. Just a little... Oh, that's an ugly color. Ugly color. Pomni is your fave, also. Pomni is my fave. What is this song in the background? It's Cass's theme from Breath of the Wild, done by Insane in the Rain Music. I love their music. They're great. They have great jazz pieces. Let's see. Maybe I could put a little bit, just a little, here, just a little bit. That does help. And then we could do the same for the yellow on the other side. But I swear I'll be back. I've got to make my noodles. Okay, okay. You know, I'm looking at this, deciding how much more do I want to add to it. And I think I'm pretty much done here. I don't think there's much of this left for me. Yeah. I think this is it. Let's, oh, hold on. I need to sign it first. We'll set it to, I'll have it blue. Yeah, we gotta sign it. Hold on. How would that go? Thinking like... something like that, and then the red one would be Yeah. A little like, yeah, a little like that, actually. Kind of like it. Okay. And then from here, we add the white spots. Oh, they're all circles. Okay, never mind. They're all circles. Same on the other side. It's all white circles. And then, underneath that, we've got... No, not that. Yeah, this. Just like... Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Off the sides. Little of that, just a little something small. Yeah, and then we do the same thing for the red one. Luckily for us, this should be easier. The whites are actually going to get their own color. Yeah, there we go. That's much nicer. Hang on. I'm gonna take the initiative on this one and just... gonna have to just kind of... Yeah. I can kind of see it from here. There we go. Now they can see. Excellent. Oh my gosh, I haven't saved. Oh, I keep forgetting to save. I really need something you guys can do to remind me to save. Well, how about that? A nice little picture, huh? There's Jax. Well, I think that about calls it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed checking this out with me. I know I did. This was a lot of fun to try to... Ooh, didn't want to move you. This was a lot of fun to try out. Right, so let's talk about... Oh, yes. Tomorrow is Monday, and that means that there will be a new poll tonight. And
But it won't be until the weekend after next because of my vacation. Tomorrow, actually, all this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'll be playing Fire Emblem Awakening because I want to make sure that I can get as much in there as I can. So, no Smash this week, no art this next week. Sorry, but that's the way it turned out. So, the next time we will meet after that Wednesday will be, I believe, the following Tuesday. Let me just make sure. I may need a day of rest after we come back. So let me just make sure. Nice, Fire Emblem is epic. Yes, I'm actually having a lot of fun with that. Okay, so maybe I won't be able to make it Tuesday. But if I don't on Tuesday, I'll be making it back the following Wednesday, or the next day. So, I'll be seeing you all later. Have yourselves a very good night. You know, I had a lot of fun with you all today. Very good night, excuse me. I hope you enjoyed the show, I should say. Right. I will send you guys off with a raid, if you're on Twitch, to somebody. So I am going to head right on off. I'll be seeing you guys later. Have yourselves a very good afternoon and good night. And goodbye.